Okay, hello everybody, welcome back to the channel today. I'm Kevin and today we're back to our politics topic. So today the topic I want to share with you guys is about protest and resist. So as you guys can see, in throughout our whole politics topic, the government is something that is very powerful and also the things that will define how a society will go. It will go good if it's make the right move. On the other hand, the one who lead the country making the wrong move could lead to the whole destruction of your nation. So, to avoid keep letting the leader doing wrong things, the citizens making things called protest. So today we are going to talk about protest. How many protests there is in the world, and of course what is some of the famous of them, or you could say what is some kind of famous protest that happened in the history, and what is the meaning of protest. So let's come first with the meaning of the protest. When you think your government is doing something wrong, and one way to tell them is to join into a public protest, and this is the meaning of protest: a gathering of people with a message that they want to get across. They want to send their message to the government by the action, and those call the protest. And people who protest call the protester. Here are some famous protests from the last 100 years or so. We want, yeah, okay, let's talk about the first case of protest. The first thing is protest for right and job. This protest happened in the thousand, or you could say in the 1960 in the USA, where black people in many places had to live separately from white people. And as the second class citizens, a series of protesters became the going to protest for the civil rights, make out the movement and fighting for the black rights. And this protest was happened in the 1963 on March Washington. March on Washington. Sorry. So, what is the movement? Some of you guys will think like that. So let me explain this word right here. The movement is when one of the protests making a chain of protest joining. If one of protest march rarely change anything. It's not change anything. It's just like, yeah, it's an action to send a message, but it's not really good and effective. But when a single protest or a protester make everybody want to protest, and it start to form a new protest, and the protester, people who want to protest, join with each other, creating big group, become a civil group, and they sending the same message. So the affection and also the way they send it would be count, or you could say, yeah, we'll go in to catch the government eyes. They will absolutely hear your message. But when it's come to that way, that's their right to listen or not. They could just not just ignore you and send the police to try to stop you or something like that. Okay? And now let's come to the next case of protest. Yeah, of course, I'm not going to talk to details about the protest problem, or you could say the protest process, which means the how the protest going and what's the result. I just talking about the meaning of it and how we started. And of course, when we started, as I say, the government take our message, and the result will depend on will they going to listen to your message or not. If they do, so the result change, the laws change. You guys have a new way to live. But if they don't, so everything will be the same. But you guys could still make them stress by keep protesting, keep going, and pushing yourself hard, so that they could hear and cannot say no to your message. But hold on, don't leave the video now, because I know you guys think that's all for the protest. In this second case, we're having a new form of protest and also a new problem that is made. So this protest is making or were made for independence. So where and when? So it's around 1930 of the India, which was under the British rule. The protest want, the protester want to get the freedom against the Britain control of salt production. A political campaigner named Mohandas Gandhi led a march to a beach and gathered grains of salt. Collecting salt was illegal at that time. So this was an act of civil disobedience. And of course, this is also the way they're breaking the law as a protest. So this thing is going, this protest making everything change and India get their freedom. But some of you guys maybe don't know what is a march. So when a protest involves walking from one place to another, it's called a march. And if that protest, not just like that, people don't need to go out the city, go to the countryside, go to the beach to taking things to protest. They just need to go down the road and let the message be sent to the government by the action, like yelling, like showing the signs, like showing writing, okay? Or maybe they're going to hold the flag of the country, okay? So that's what the difference between the movement and the march. The movement and the march is completely different because they are just not the same, okay? And people also protest by refusing to move from a place, for example, standing in front of the bulldozer if they don't want the building torn down. So as I say, instead of going down the road like before or even going to the beach, you guys just can go into block some road, some like certain road, don't block everything because it's dangerous and also it's like inconvenience, okay? And of course, the way you block it will absolutely cause you some risk because sometimes people are in hurry and they couldn't stop even when they see you. So if you want to block the road, it's normal for you if you get hit by some car and broke some bones, right? So if you want to block someone's way, remember that even when you do it for your right, for your will, for your independence, but everybody have their own life, so don't go in to change the life, don't affect the life, or maybe they'll just eyes on the target, they just take you at a target and hit you like a like like a bowling ball hitting the target. They're not going to hold back because you're affecting the life, you are controlling, you are making the life become worse, okay? So remember, even when you protest, still looking out for yourself and looking for everybody life too, all right? So that's all for the for the protest. Now we're going to talking about the dark side of it. As you guys can see, everything has its dark side, and the protest is also like that. Okay, so we could just not say it as a dark side, but rather be more as a risky. As I told you guys, there is some risk that happen when you guys making a protest. One of them is going to be harmed by the other citizens because you affect their life. But there is still something that make the protest don't always end well. Like sometimes police will use violence, like according to the laws of the nation, to stop the protest. Also, sometimes the countries making the protest become an illegal action. And if you're going to do that, you are just not being blocked by the police, but also being blocked in jail for at least a few months. Okay? And also, there is sometimes that the protester being rude and rough and also violence themselves. So maybe in some case, the way the police goes across or according to the laws, sometimes because okay, let's say sometimes the police don't harm the citizens according to the laws. But after the protest done, the civilian, or you could say the citizens, be blocked in jail. And the last problem, or the last situation, I mean, that the citizens, that is the protester, making the violence themselves. And when they making the chaotic, they let's say they making chaos, and the chaos like spread out everywhere. So the result that the police being harmed, being hurt, or the citizens is not important, because when they making the violence themselves, so that means everything got serious. So remember, even when you try to protest or something for America, for Indonesia, for Malaysia government, just remember that read the laws and make everything in peace. Okay, I don't like to see my viewers, at least I don't know if there are any viewers, but like going to watching my videos, but at least I should warn you that, yeah, read the laws, watch the laws, make everything in peace, because even when this is just simple information, but I think those information still help for people who don't really know it at first. And of course, for those people that watching my videos, I really don't want them to be hurt by my words, so I will get the warning. Okay, so that's all I want to say to you guys in my video today. Thank you for listening, and yeah, our video is very long, and it's time to say goodbye then. See ya, bye bye.